Hi there, and welcome to my ADHD blog at andrewcover.com. So today I'm going to talk about the importance of exercise for ADHDers and the ADHD brain. This is part two of a five-part series. Last week we talked about externalizing our executive function. One way that I gave as a tip to externalize our executive functioning was by using an agenda. There are several other ways that you can externalize your executive functioning, just like there are several ways that you can exercise. Exercise is something that's very near and dear to me, specifically swimming. I started swimming competitively whenever I was 9 years old, and by the time I was 12, was third in the YMCA state competition, and continued swimming in high school. I was a state champion 3 times, and at the collegiate level was a national champion 3 times. So exercise and swimming is something that's very near and dear to me. And I can personally attest to how it reduced some of my symptoms of ADHD. Really, there were times in my life as a young adult and as a child that I was simply just too tired to be hyperactive and impulsive. My body was being worked out constantly, and that's what exercise does. Is you're working your body, and it really grounded me and kept me from having some of those symptoms. Now that I have times in my life where I'm not exercising as routinely and as robust as what I once was, I can certainly see that there's a difference in my ADHD when I am and when I'm not exercising. It's going to be to no surprise to you that it has been scientifically proven that exercise decreases depression, decreases anxiety, and increases quality of sleep. For some individuals, it has been tested that daily exercise assists in maintaining increased alert levels as well as concentration, in addition to several other cognitive abilities. So what happens to our brain when we're exercising? So when we exercise, there's a release of certain chemicals that occurs in our brain, one of them being epinephrine. So the release is a consequence of an increased heart rate. When our heart rate increases, we have increased blood flow throughout our bodies and in our brains. When we have increased blood flow, that means an increase in oxygen. So all of these factors keeps everything in motion and creates a sudden shift in our bodies and in our brains. And when this release occurs, we see an increase in our brain's ability to function. And our brains are able to function better because this increased oxygen helps our receptors be more open to the intake of certain chemicals if you have reduced chemicals that aren't helping you function optimally. At the same token, it keeps everything in motion, so if you have too much of a certain chemical, your receptors are going to be open to just the right amount. So you're going to see a reduce in your symptoms that directly correlate to those chemicals that are either too high or too low in our brain. It's going to be no surprise that through exercise, you're going to see that our chemical balance is going to be able to be maintained a little better than normal. You're going to exert your body, which is going to help you stay more grounded. It's going to bring you inside of yourself instead of ADHDers being distracted and all out here. It's going to bring you down a little bit. Okay, so that's my tip of the day. Exercise daily if you can. If not, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 20 minutes, half an hour. Put it in your agenda, right? That was the first tip of the week. Carrying on. Have that be part of your routine that doesn't move. You exercise at this time, no questions asked. That's the tip. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and live a happy life. All right. Until next time.